Greetings one and all, welcome back to the Easy and Delicious Kitchen. So today I'm going to be making a Sri Lankan dish called Baabath. It's a dish you won't find in restaurants, even in Sri Lanka you won't find them in restaurants. It's very much a traditional home cooked sort of dish. So Baabath, as you can see here, it's a bit controversial, it's a bit divisive this, is basically a tripe curry and a nice spice tripe curry. So look, a lot of people just immediately go, oh, hate tripe, don't like it, but let me assure you, if you try it this way in a curry, it may change your mind. It's a bit of a it's fairly neutral flavour by itself, tripe, but once you get all these beautiful flavours, these curry flavours and fresh aromatics and everything into it, this stuff acts like almost like a sponge and picks up all those flavours. So don't immediately knock it back. At least, if you're not going to try it, at least watch to the end and see how it turns out. Alrighty, so the first thing I've got to do is, in itself, this tripe's quite tough. It takes a lot of a bit of cooking to get it tender. So the first thing we're going to do is just boil our tripe, but we are going to boil it with some a few flavours here. So I've got a couple of cloves of garlic just going in my water there, that I've just sort of crushed a bit with the back of my knife. A couple of bay leaves, cinnamon stick, a couple of slices of ginger, haven't bothered peeling them, a few cloves, and a few cardamom pods. And in they go. And also into that water I'm going to put just a couple of teaspoons of turmeric. Alrighty, so what I'll do now is I'll cut that up into squares from probably a couple of inches each square, throw it in there, bring it to a vigorous boil for about 5 minutes, then turn it down to a simmer and let it simmer away for about an hour, or as long as it takes. Test it, see if it's getting a bit tender. Alrighty, I'll get back to you then. Alrighty, so I'm going to get on with making my Baabath curry now. So yeah, first of all I've just got a bit of oil and about half a tablespoon of ghee as well in that oil. Just going to get it up to temperature. Alrighty guys, so my oil's just come up a bit warmer there now, so the first thing I'm going to add in is a few curry leaves. Oh, I didn't count them, it's probably, I don't know, about a dozen small ones there. I've got a few cardamom pods, a couple of cloves, just about half a teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, and one onion chopped. And those fenugreek seeds, I tell you, and curry leaves, as soon as they hit hot oil, it just instantly fills the kitchen with beautiful smells. It's, I don't know, it's probably very subjective. To me, it's one of my favourite smells in the kitchen. You can get curry leaves and fenugreek seeds in hot oil. Alright, I'm just going to let them sweat down a bit, get a bit translucent before I add my next ingredients. Alright, the onion's just browned off a bit, it's been going for probably a couple of minutes. Next thing I've got here is just some ground ginger, quite a big knob of it, and about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic, just grated as well. So I'll put those in. And I'm also going to add some dry spices as well. So I have got a little bit of turmeric, just about half a teaspoon. Just about a teaspoon of coriander powder. About the same of cumin. Now to your taste, I've just got some cayenne red chilli powder. I'm putting in about a teaspoon of that. I will be adding some fresh green chilies as well. And I am going to put in about a teaspoon of garam masala, a little bit of that, and just a touch of cinnamon powder. Now you can use a cinnamon quill at the start there. It's just I didn't have any left to put one in my tripe mixture and that was my last one, but a bit of cinnamon powder is fine. In actual fact, sometimes you use those cinnamon quills and they sort of break up and they get a bit hard on your mouthfeel. You get a bit of, it's like chewing into a bit of dirty stick or something in your finished curry, but I still use them, but some people don't like it. Alright, just brown them off for a minute. Alrighty, so my spices and ginger and garlic paste and the rest of that mix have been sautéing away for another 5 minutes or so. It just smells fantastic. It's such a nice smell in here at the moment. As those spices sort of hit that already lovely aromatic fragrance. So let's keep going with our Baabath curry. I've got 2 sort of roughly chopped tomatoes, and I've got 4 large, cayenne green chilies, which I've just sliced. I'll rescue that bit. And I'm also going to add now my cooked tripe. I forgot to say at the start that tripe, it's about 500 grams. And as you can see, as I was sort of alluding to already, that tripe's just with that turmeric in that water is taking on some of that colouring, sort of absorbed it up, and now we're going to put it in here and it's going to continue to do that, and these beautiful spices and everything. So get in there with that tripe, mix that all through. Alrighty guys, so my Baabath curry has just been simmering away there for another 5 minutes or so. Again, it's all looking really good, right on track. So I just need now to get, I've got a bit of this tamarind. I'm using tamarind puree, but if you've just got any sort of tamarind or even, I don't know, a bit of lemon juice, I'm just using, that's 1 big heaped teaspoon, so probably 2 teaspoons tamarind puree. But yeah, use lemon juice, or at a pinch you can just use a splash of vinegar or something like that, just to give it that tartness. And I'm putting in a can of coconut milk. Into my curry there, my Baabath. I'll just stir that puree into the mix. Get everything into that coconut milk. Get it all stirred through nicely. I must say as well, smelling nice. It actually, to me, that looks really, really nice. It's just got a nice colour. Pops of red and green sticking up, but from next step, the next step is we're just going to get that up to a boil again, turn it down to a bit of a simmer. I'll put the lid on it if I can find it. long lid. That's the one. Alrighty, so like I say, I'm going to get it up to a boil and then simmer it probably for about half an hour. Alrighty, so I've just turned, my curry's actually ready, so I've just turned off the heat. The last little thing I am going to add is a good couple of handfuls of roughly chopped fresh coriander, and I'm just going to just gently stir that through a little bit. Alright, looking good, smelling good. Time to eat, I think. Alrighty guys, yeah, so I've just got a plate of my Baabath curry here. Just served it up with some basmati rice, the obvious choice. So yeah, let's just try a bit. I'll just yeah, show you a bit of this. So that's a bit of the tripe. I'll just taste it first, see if it's tender enough. Oh yeah, delicious. So it's still got a little bit of a bite in it. Tripe, you never get rid of completely. It'd have to melt, I think, to go completely soft, but it's just right. That texture's perfect. Just try a bit more. Yeah, everything's beautiful, everything together. It's just yummy. There's a nice sort of bite to it with that chilli, a bit of sourness from that tamarind, tomato, and man, that is one good dish. And like I say, you know, you might think you don't like tripe, but unless you've tried it this way, I don't think you can truly say, you know, you've tried it. You've actually tried it, rather than the old-fashioned way, you know, whatever they did, boil it up and I don't know what they did, milk and onion or something. This is going to be 50 times better than that, I can assure you. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching as always. Can I just ask you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you don't want to, no worries, I'll get over it, and I'll see you all next time.